Well, you found us here on YouTube. Glad to hear it. I'm meteorologist John Dawson. This is our tropical update that we design, we format, we get ready just for YouTube, and we are going to dive into things. Here at Fox 26, we don't have as much time on the broadcast news to really talk about some of these things, so we're going to spend some more time here on it again today. And again, we're here every afternoon, whether there's a lot to talk about or not so much to talk about. We'll find some things to kind of dive into and visit to discuss here. But to begin with, if you're in the Atlantic Basin, which is, I think, most of who joins us here on YouTube to sort of click into things, this is our favorite message from the National Hurricane Center, and that is that we are not expecting anything to form new tropical cyclone formation within the next 5 days. So that is the great news. There's definitely a few areas where we see some storms kind of gathering, but everything is disorganized, and for sure the Caribbean and the Gulf of Mexico are very quiet. Now, where we are seeing some activity and definitely expecting some tropical cyclone formation would be over on the Pacific side of things. And this is going to be a pretty large area that's sort of colored in here in red, the X indicating where that low pressure currently is located. And over the next couple of days, probably not going to see anything happen. It's not quite ready. The conditions aren't quite right. But as it moves into that 3 to 5 day range, the National Hurricane Center giving it a 70% chance that it could develop into a named system or tropical cyclone. It could be a depression as well, or a tropical storm. So we'll see how that turns out over the next 5 days. And we're going to talk about the Pacific names for just a minute. Typically, we'll have a little bit more activity there than in the Atlantic. So as we take a look at the names, we've gotten all the way through Payne, and Roslyn is going to be the next name. So if that system were to not just become a tropical cyclone or a depression, but also develop into a named storm, that's when we give it to Roslyn. And if you're keeping track, just a quick reminder that we've actually had 2 Atlantic systems, named storms, that have crossed over into the Pacific. So we've got a couple extra ones here if you're keeping count, because Bonnie and Julia both were Atlantic named storms that made their way across the Central America and then ended up into the Pacific and had to have advisories from the National Hurricane Center over on that side. So those numbers are definitely a little bit higher. Over here in the Atlantic, where we normally have been, again, most of us are sort of keeping count and keeping track, 11 named storms so far. We had Carl last week, and it looks like we're starting to get to the end. I know officially, of course, Hurricane Center runs through November, but we are beginning to see those numbers, expectations taper off a little bit, and so we'll just sort of have to see as we're moving through. As we talked about, over the next 5 days for sure, we're not looking for any formation to take place. I hope you're already following me on social media, but if you're not, here's your official invitation. At John Dawson, Fox 26, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. I use all of them a little bit different, so find your favorite place. Follow if you get the chance. Instagram, definitely a good spot where I'm able to talk about some hurricane preparations, as well as just have a little bit more fun, a little less business oriented over there on Instagram. So maybe you'd like to be able to follow me there. And the Fox 26 weather app is also going to be a great way to stay connected. You don't have to be in the Houston area to take advantage of all the features. It is more helpful if you're in the U.S. So if you're not in the United States, I'll be honest, it's not going to be quite as useful for you. But anywhere in the U.S., it would be a very useful tool as far as forecasts go, advisories and from the National Weather Service and things like that. Definitely able to go. Now, if you are not subscribed to the Fox 26 channel here on YouTube, as you've probably heard everybody on YouTube say, you're encouraged to do so. There are a lot of fantastic videos and programs that we place here on YouTube. Our newest program to Fox 26, The Nightcap, the full versions of those without the commercials are here on YouTube. So subscribe to the channel, check out every weeknight after those are posted, and you can catch up on the new show, The Nightcap. It's got a lot of interesting content that you might enjoy. Otherwise, we'll be back here again tomorrow in the afternoon with another update on the tropics here on YouTube.